from the Benny Wilson Soccer Complex. This is the Mayor's Cup International Showcase, sponsored by the Downtown Las Vegas Soccer Club, featuring Grand Junction Fire and Neusport Football Club, Green 92. Hello again, everybody. I'm Greg GK Porter for LangemanProductions.com. This match is in the boys under 19 bracket. Let's get the lineups for both clubs. First, for Neusport Football Club, Green 92. The keeper will be Aaron Lopez. And number 1 at forward will be Diego Zacharias. Number 2 at midfield will be Jose Amaya. Number 3 at midfield is Fausto Urita. Number 4 at defender is Cesar Landon. Number 5 at midfield is Carlos Jaramillo. Number 7 at forward is Luis Salmoran. Number 8 at midfield is Pablo Hernandez. Number 10 at midfield is Paco Zitlama. Number 12 at forward is Jordan Martinez. Number 13 at defender is Salvador Cuellar. Number 14 at defender is Andrew Sullivan. Number 15 at forward is David Lopez. Number 17 at defender is Frias Macis. Number 18 at midfield is Junior Valdez. Number 20 is Jose Ariana. Number 27 forward, Valente Arasco. 28 forward, Jose Mayorga. Number 30 at forward is Lex Freeman. And number 31 at midfield is Connor Zanoni. For the Grand Junction Fire, their keeper will be Hill Bonin. Number 1 at mid or forward is Corey Rhodes. Number 2 at left back is Alex Barrientos. Number 3 at center back is Max Patterson. Number 4 at center mid or forward is Jose Zavala. Number 5 at defender is Andrew Murdoch. Number 7 at defender is Mitchell Van Ackern. Number 8 at center back is Jack Allard. Number 9 at forward is Luis Cervantes. Number 11 at defender is Daniel Moore. Number 12 at mid or forward is Kevin Escobar. Number 13 at mid is Eric Shellhorn. Number 14 at forward is Alan Flores. Number 15 at forward is Peter Martinez. Number 16 at mid or forward is Igor Chernenko. And number 17 at forward is Alex Perez, with number 18 at mid or forward being Nestor Escobar. And those are the lineups for both squads. And we'll be back with the starting of this match in just a moment. And it's time to shift colors for all you sailors out there, past and present. Going from left to right on a video screen is going to be Neusport Football Club, Green 92, and from right to left is Grand Junction Fire. NFC Green 92, head coach by Nick Alvarez, if I didn't mention him in the lineups. On his soccer ball now is Jaramillo. Jaramillo going across the field. Want to switch it. The point of attack for NFC Green 92 along the left flank, and that ball is out of play, and it will be a throw-in for the Grand Junction Fire in this boys under 19 match. A touch there quick by Luis Cervantes, and now a throw-in for NFC Green 92, and that ball is out of play. There's actually a foul on the play, and so NFC Green 92 along the left flank, and a touch there quickly by Salmoran, and they want to go back up the field. Try to go down to central, take it away, and a quick touch by Zabala with a Grand Junction Fire, and it comes on the near side, out of play, and a throw-in for NFC Green 92 by Andrew Sullivan. You see him there. Sullivan's pass is back to him, and he heads it looking forward to his teammate David Lopez. Lopez drops it off now to Lex Freeman. Freeman into the 18-yard box on the wide now as a service, and it turns out to be a shot, and a very good shot right at the keeper, Hill Bonin. And taken away by NFC Green 92 in the attacking third. On it there is Pablo Hernandez, and Hernandez connecting pass had too much pace on it. Hill Bonin, the keeper in green air for the Grand Junction Fire, will get it going with the goal kick. 0-0 your score in this match. The Betty Wilson Soccer Complex in the city or the suburbs of Las Vegas, Nevada. In the Summerlin section here. On the wide side now. NFC Green 92. They pass it up forward to Lex Freeman. Freeman in the corner under a lot of pressure. And that ball is directed quickly out of play. And it's going to be a throw-in by the defenders of Grand Junction Fire as they want to protect outside of that 18-yard box. So NFC Green 92, let's see what they can do here as they have been in the defensive half of the Grand Junction Fire here to start off this match of this Mayor's Cup International Showcase. And that ball goes out of play. They couldn't get anything going, and so they give up another pretty good opportunity. And so Bonin with the goal kick. And that ball going up the central after the touch there by Pablo Hernandez, and winning it there in the central is Martinez. He drops it back, and there a pass by Max Patterson, partially deflected, but it rolls over to Allard. And now they try to get it out of their own defensive third, still having a problem in their own defensive half. The throw in for NFC Green 92. The service along the left flank, the left side of their attack, looking for Salmeron, and that ball didn't get to him. So Grand Junction Fire again working to try to get it out of their own half, and that ball pushed all the way almost up to midfield, but standing there is Pablo Hernandez to keep it in. But now they work it as it was stolen away to Peter Martinez, but in the central there was Andrew Sullivan, keeping it back in their own defensive half, and an offsides. And actually, that whistle was from the field near us, so it is still in the attacking third for an FC Green 92. And it is out of play, but it's going to be a throw-in for an FC Green 92. And you see there, Sullivan throwing it in. Gets it forward in the corner. Very patient with the offensive attack. Here's Hernandez working it out wide to Jaramillo. And his pass up forward is stolen away and pushed all the way upfield in a central, but standing there waiting for it was Zanoni. And Zanoni just sweeps it off to the left to Landon. Landon's pass is intercepted now. And they've got some speed going on a counterattack. And they finally get it toward the 18-yard box, but quickly the deep back is able to push it out of play. Still 0-0 in the match, and finally the Grand Junction Fire with an opportunity here for some offensive prowess. And just when they get it, there was an illegal throw-in. So NFC Green is going to be able to get it going again in the defensive half of Grand Junction Fire. But they win it into space, and there was a touch by Corey Rhodes. He drops it back. Gets it over to Shellhorn. And a foul into space. So free kick. And a pretty good one in a central in the attacking third for Grand Junction Fire. But under a lot of pressure was Peter Martinez, and he couldn't get really a good shot of the deep back as they pushed it out of play out of that defensive third. However, now they have an opportunity, Barrientos, after the throw-in. See if they can keep it in the attacking third. On it quickly, Martinez. And in the central now, here's Zavala. Zavala still on a soccer ball, takes a shot, and he fell down, lost his balance. Couldn't really get the kind of shot he wanted on Aaron Lopez. You get a chance to see him as he makes the save, the first save for Aaron of the match. Across midfield, and that ball goes out of play. And it'll be a throw-in now, as NFC Green will throw it in this 0-0 match here at the Betty Wilson Soccer Complex. You're watching a George Langevin production. LangevinProductions.com on the web. And it is going to be an offsides call, a free kick. So the free kick for NFC Green. Ball all the way at Bonin. He drops back all the way towards the line and makes the save and slingshots it off to the left. And they quickly get it going. The Grand Junction Fire as Sullivan trails back and deposits that ball off the near side touchline out of play. Good look there of the snow on the mountains here in Vegas. And going to be a throw-in now for the Grand Junction Fire in this 0-0 match. 30-minute halves. Barrientos throwing it in toward the 18-yard box, but it was intercepted. Now Barrientos a strike back into the box, trying to get Cervantes to get to it, and he finally put some pressure on a deep back player for the NFC Green 92, and they are still able to push it up to midfield. The 50-50 ball, not winning it that time, was Daniel Moore, and it goes out of play, knocked out by NFC Green 92. So the Neusport Football Club throwing it in, getting it into Zilama and down the left flank. And putting pressure was Salmeron, and Salmeron didn't get to the soccer ball. Went past the goal line, and it's going to be a free kick, or a goal kick, I should say, for Hill Bonin. Bonin now driving that ball up towards midfield, but kept in their own defensive half. On it with a touch is Salmeron. Salmeron trying to work forward with it, but it was intercepted into space by Daniel Moore. And now along the left flank going after it is Lex Freeman. Freeman was pressured that time by Allard. And he pushed it past the goal line, didn't get a chance to turn on it, or turn with it. 0-0 your score here in the first half. The keeper for Grand Junction Fire been pretty active here in the first half, but no real tough shots at him yet in the match. Off of a touch, NFC Green 92, they'll work it back to midfield, and now on the intercept is Zavala. Getting back to it, though, as he couldn't go any further, was Zanoni, and off the foot of a player. NFC Green 92, and we have substitutions coming in for Grand Junction Fire. It's going to be Nesto Escobar, number 18, and also number 12, Kevin Escobar. So the Escobar is coming to this match for the Grand Junction Fire FC. The throw-in as they have it. Trying to work toward an attacking third on the intercept. And the carom goes right to the white and black. And a touch there quickly by Jordan Martinez, but he gave it away. But here's Sullivan in the space. Nice intercept. Sullivan finds a teammate in the central, but his pass is knocked away. But they are able to get David Lopez to keep it going. But stolen away by the Grand Junction Fire and being pushed down that time was Nesto Escobar, who just came in the match. So here's Alex Barrientos, and he on a free kick gets it all the way up on a fly toward the attacking third, but is intercepted, pushed back the other way on a counterattack for NFC Green 92. Over in the corner is Hernandez, and he wins the soccer ball and pushes it all along their right side, their right flank of the offense. And a long ball trying to chase it down now is Zabala. And Zabala didn't win it as the defenders for NFC Green 92 able to corral that soccer ball and get it going upfield. Was Sullivan on the last touch, but he loses it. As they try to draw it back, they gave it away, the Grand Junction Fire, but they got it back now on their left flank with Escobar trying to make a move, and he does. Gets that ball on the strike up to Peter Martinez. Martinez going to push it in toward the 6-yard box, and there was a offsides call. Coming in to the match, you see there was Mitchell Ackern.
Settle. Quick.
That's actually Mitchell Ackern. And a throw in now for Alex Barrientos and Grand Junction Fire. Fire FC is written across their jerseys. And a pass intercepted. In the deep back, routing it, Zanoni back to the keeper, to Sullivan. Sullivan tried to go further, but his pass was partially interrupted by Escobar, and Escobar now wins it into space. Nicely done. Escobar driving it back to Barrientos, and then up forward now to Martinez, and his pass on a nice chip into the box was intercepted, though. So on it is Salmaran. Salmaran winning it into the central. And now along the right flank for NFC Green 92. And they tried to work that ball to Lex Freeman, and Freeman just couldn't get to it. Good passing working along the right flank, but they just couldn't quite get it to Lex Freeman, who was streaking down the central. Still 0-0 in this match. Grand Junction Fire in their own defensive half, as they have played a lot of that in their own defensive half here in the first half. Trying to work their offense through the midfield area, but they were having trouble, and now you see there the touch by Barrientos, and he works it over to Kevin Escobar, jumping over a player, and Escobar shooting it forward, and it was intercepted. But now running onto it is Zavala. Zavala's got his player into the central and a shot, and off a rebound there, Aaron Lopez able to get to it before an on-rushing striker could create problems for him. And his sweep all the way down the field toward the attacking third. And running onto it, NFC Green 92, as they still have possession along that left flank of their offense. Ball going out of play. But we have substitutions now coming in for the Grand Junction Fire. Wholesale substitutions. Corey Rhodes now into the match. Andrew Murdoch into the match. Alan Flores into the match. We didn't catch the other player, but we'll mention him as he touches that soccer ball. In this 0-0 match, hope you're enjoying the action here from the Betty Wilson Soccer Complex with your snack or your beverage. I'm Greg G.K. Porter for Langevin Productions. With Dan Man on the camera. And that ball in the defensive half for NFC Green 92, and with it is Jordan Martinez strong. Jordan across midfield, drops it back to the center circle. He has his teammate there, and that is Salmeron. His pass was intercepted, however, wound up on the foot of Zitlama, and Zitlama pushing it forward. He was looking for Jaramillo, but he had too much pace on the pass. So the throw-in from the deep back and the defensive third for Grand Junction Fire, and a foul in the space, or actually it turned out to be knocked out of play along the far side touchline after the 50-50 ball. Here's Jaramillo trying to make a move down the left flank, but he ran out of real estate over there. And so the Grand Junction Fire will throw it in. And actually, it was called a foul. And so now the free kick all the way down toward the attacking third, but the header right back upfield. Now on it is Nesto Escobar, hopping over another player there and try to get it forward to his teammate, and that was Alex Perez, but that ball wound up on a defender's foot. NFC Green 92. The touch there by Akron. And a whistle with a foul being called on the play, and will there be a card? Going down was Jaramillo. So Carlos trying to get himself together after the spill. A free kick. NFC Green 92. And this is a good set piece play for you in the attacking third. For NFC Green 92 up into the air. The header, there's a couple of players there still trying to make a play with it, was David Lopez after the initial header, but it wouldn't be allowed by Grand Junction Fire defenders as it was pushed upfield. But now they have running down the left flank Jaramillo, and Jaramillo cannot get to the soccer ball as they play well into space along their right flank defensively. And they've done that well so far in this match. And now you see they're coming in Diego Zacharias. Grand Junction Fire now. Pushing it all the way up to midfield. And a header by Landon. Cesar Landon. And then trying to go forward with it was Lex Freeman. But Freeman pushed off. And it's a free kick now for Fire FC. On it, number 18, and that was Nesto Escobar, and they have it in the central with Escobar again after getting a return pass from a teammate, and they can't go any further along the left flank, pushing it across midfield, working that time for David Lopez, and intercepted, pushed back up the field. Along the left flank, here's Jaramillo trying to make a move. And Jaramillo under a lot of pressure, but he still has the soccer ball. Drops it back upfield. Got some teammates there who pass it well with Sullivan on the wing, and Sullivan could not go any further. Sullivan tried to come into the space along with his teammate in central, but now running onto it is Zanoni, but Zanoni's pass was intercepted. Still 0-0 in this match. Andrew Sullivan, we've watched him for years, Langevin Productions, and he's done quite a job as a defender as he swept it over to Landon, and Landon's pass up forward to Jaramillo. Jaramillo got a teammate into space, but he's double teamed, and they take it away from him. And here they go on a counterattack. In the central with Escobar. Escobar finds a teammate to the wide now, and they pass it back to the central. And then up forward to Escobar. Escobar's pass intercepted and gone back up forward as NFC Green 92 playing well in the midfield area. as they try to do something in the attacking third. It's intercepted. Trying to get to it in space there is Jordan Martinez, but he doesn't do that. As good passing by the visitors from Grand Junction. And Fire FC now trying to do something offensively, but they cannot. As again, showing their strength back there is NFC Green 92. Midfield on the run is Lex Freeman. Freeman goes down, and it's going to be a foul on the play and a card. So a yellow card issued. Didn't quite catch who got the card, but it is going to be a free kick. Neusport Football Club, 1992. The ages, making them 19 years of age now when they got started back in the 90s. In this world to play soccer, football, as they call it in other countries, most countries, and the ball with the geometric designs. Hill Bonin driving it up across midfield to Andrew Sullivan. Over there, the header. And now it's going to be a free kick. Free kick on the foul against Grand Junction Fire. NFC Green 92 with Jack Allard driving it up toward the attacking third. He's got a teammate there, and they just missed an opportunity to put it in the back of the net. Alex Perez on the run, and Perez missed the goal. The far post trying to tuck it in. And a keeper, nice job, Aaron Lopez, cutting off the angle, making it tough for Perez to get it inside that far post. So Aaron Lopez now is going to drive it upfield, get it in the defensive half of the black and white shorts. And on it, there was Diego Zacharias, and Zacharias got dispossessed that time by Zabala, but then quickly NFC Green 92 wins it, and they push it across. Their midfielders push it across the field, and now out the wide, and coming to protect in the space is Max Patterson. He plays a central back position, and he got out there to the near side you saw here, the right flank of the NFC Green 92 offense, and pushed that ball out of play. But in doing so, he's going to give up a corner kick. NFC Green 92, the outswinger, and the header, and they don't get a subsequent touch. Deep in the 18-yard box, pushed upfield. Sullivan and his teammate, who have reduced the size of the field. Sullivan showing his ball skills, dropping it back to the keeper, and Aaron Lopez had to be careful there. He got it back up forward to Sullivan. And Andrew being pushed, but still being able to control the soccer ball, going up forward, working at that time to Jaramillo, who dropped it back. Landon now on his run from the deep back, and a give and go looking for Landon, and Landon didn't get it. In the space is Salmeron, and it's going to be a foul. A foul going against Grand Junction Fire, and a free kick now for NFC Green 92. We're at about the 26th minute of the first half, or thereabouts. Official time being kept by the central ref. Ball going past the goal line, you get a good look at the Grand Junction Fire players there getting ready to come in if need be. And now coming in NFC Green 92 is Junior Valadez. And there's a quick touch by Paco Zilama, put forward into the central toward the 18, but they win it in the deep back. Grand Junction Fire and Andrew Sullivan a little hard on the challenge that time, spilling Alan Flores, and it is a free kick now for Grand Junction Fire. Fire FC now all the way towards Sullivan, and he heads it all the way up forward. And now in the midfield area as NFC Green try to make their move, but taken away. Fire FC now on the Y. The right side of their attack, try to get another good shot, and they were able to get a defender between he and the striker just in front of the keeper, Aaron Lopez. Big play that time, as they may have had, or they may have, I should say, the best opportunities to put it in the back of the net. Even though they played in their own defensive half, they being the Grand Junction Fire. Here they are again in the midfield area with Murdoch in his possession, dropping it back, and now across midfield after the touch is Zabala. It's worked out wide to Escobar. Escobar has a overlapping run that time by Mitchell Akron, and that ball is out of play. Lastly knocked out by NFC Green 92. So a nice run by Akron, but they weren't able to do anything with it after the throw-in. And now the throw-in, and NFC Green 92 on the near side. There's a challenge. Frias Macis going down. And Macis going down, and a foul. It'll be a free kick. NFC Green 92, as you see there, Jose Amaya now into the contest. Sullivan throws it in. Sullivan gets a return pass and want to switch it point of attack to the left flank there, which they have tried mostly in this contest. And you see there Freeman trying to make a move, but he was dispossessed. Escobar goes down, but he still got the pass to a teammate. And now that ball goes over to Nesto Escobar. Nesto down the central there, and he goes down, and it's going to be a free kick. And actually they say it's not going to be a free kick. That ball went out of play in a far side touchline. Looking for a free kick and a foul. Central ref didn't rule on that particular challenge as a foul. And that worked for Fire FC. And there's a double whistle. And that is the end of the first half of action here at the Betty Wilson Soccer Complex. The score, well, there is none. It's 0-0 after the first 30 minutes of action between Neusport Football Club, Green 92, and Grand Junction Fire. Stick with us. We'll be back with the exciting second half in just a moment. Action set to get underway here in the second half. Going from left to right is going to be Fire FC, and Neusport FC Green is going from right to left. So Fire FC, the left to right, and they want to try and see if they can put one in the back of the net. They had a couple of quality chances, but just could not cash in on them. Although they played entirely many minutes in their own defensive half. Very patient was NFC Green 92, but they just couldn't really get any good attempts at putting the ball in the back of the net. And let's see if here in the second half they can do just that. Sullivan the touch along the right flank, getting it up forward, but now striking it was Macis, and it goes out of play. Lastly touched out by Fire FC. From Grand Junction, Colorado, the place they call the best place to live, west of the Rockies, the River City nickname. Now that ball across midfield, a header, and Lex Freeman bringing it down, but he brought it right down to Fire FC. As they try and collect it here at the midfield, you see there in front of you Cervantes, but his pass toward the interior was intercepted and sent back up the field where the counterattack was knocked out there, as you saw. But now they have to defend in their 18-yard box is Allard. Goes back up the field for Fire FC, trying to get something going. But it's taken away quickly and routed back to Zitlama. To Freeman now, to near side, his pass up forward to Jaramillo, makes a nice move. Jaramillo cuts inside the box and then loses the handle on the soccer ball. And it goes past the goal line. Jaramillo, a great chance that time to force the keeper, Bonin, to make a move at him, and he could have deposited it to a teammate streaking down to Central, but that didn't work out. After the goal kick, strike back into the defensive half. And now here's Fire FC now winning it into Central. And they push it right at NFC Green 92 player who goes right back the other way. Retreating back. And an offsides call against NFC Green 92. Freeman winning that soccer ball in space. And Freeman going to the interior, and that ball being knocked out of play. He might have been better served to keep it going and dart further outside along the left flank, as they had plenty of protection in the central. Fire FC, Freeman, the header. And then the strike across midfield. On it now is Martinez. Martinez couldn't go any further. And now that ball on the foot of Cesar Landon. Gets his teammate Zitlama. Zitlama going out wide to Macis. Macis on the run and a save by Bonin. Macis, a pretty good run there. He was being marked heavily, but he still was able to direct that ball at Bonin, and Bonin made the save, sliding down. Up the field now, having trouble in their own defensive third, but now they get support in the deep back. But on the near side, NFC Green 92 able to keep it in their own defensive half. Fire FC now having to throw it in from the near side touchline. Still working out of their own defensive half. They get it to Escobar. Or no, that was Zabala. And Zabala was fouled on the play. It'll be a free kick. That ball down to Central off the quick touch by Perez, and he went out wide. It got intercepted. Lopez has it. Quickly gets it out wide to Zanoni. Zanoni now looking where to go with the soccer ball. He wants to go right back to his keeper. And Lopez switching the attack along the near side of Freeman, but it was intercepted. Nicely done by Daniel Moore. Anticipating the pass. Moore in a corner, into the box now. And that ball goes right by his teammate, but then he wins it, but then strikes it right to a NFC Green 92 player. They push it upfield. It goes out of play on the near side. Amaya will throw it in. Or take that back. Throwing it in is Cervantes. And Cervantes now in the corner. Cervantes still on the soccer ball trying to get around a defender, and his pass knocked out by Zanoni. Zanoni protecting around in and around that 6-yard box. Nicely done that time. And Cervantes now will take the corner kick. And it's 0-0 match. Luis Cervantes and a header, and they do get a strike, and that time by Shellhorn, but he just couldn't get enough of the soccer ball to push it by Lopez in the back of the net. So it's still 0-0. Back up the field, NFC Green 92, as they work their counterattack. And it goes out of play on the near side. Throw in for Fire FC. And that ball going up forward to Cervantes. Cervantes now getting a teammate, and they work back out wide to Cervantes. And into space, Zanoni. Zanoni wins it. Zanoni under pressure by Cervantes, but he was able to get it out of the box. But it goes up to Freeman now, and Freeman working it to the near side to his teammate. And adds his Jaramillo, and Jaramillo under a lot of pressure. And that ball deposited out of play as they stiffen up along their right side defense. So it'll be a throw-in for NFC Green 92. One of the players coming in is David Lopez. We didn't quite catch the other player, and we will mention him as he touches that soccer ball. Here's Jaramillo throwing it in to Zitlama, and Zitlama pass was intercepted. He throws it back into the corner for Lopez, but won by a deep defender for Fire FC, and they push it upfield. And it goes out of play along the near side touchline. The Neusport Football Club with the throw-in on the near side. The header by Zacharias, and trying to get his teammate to go further, but it was knocked out by Fire FC. The throw-in again. Here's Zacharias Diego pushing it over into the corner now for Jaramillo. But that ball was knocked past the, well, actually, nice play done by Allard to have Jaramillo push it out past the goal line and not give up the corner kick. Hilbonen now. The keeper deciding where he wants to go with a soccer ball. Up to Central, off of a bounce. Trying to get somebody to win it from the 50-50. They get a strike, and they give it away in the midfield area, but going down was Zacharias. And so now it's a free kick. And striking it is Landon up forward. The header towards the central of the 18, but they just couldn't quite get another strike on it. But here's Zitlama. Zitlama down to central. The pass is intercepted. And in the deep back, they're able to push the ball up forward. There was a touch quickly of Cervantes, almost a handball. Here's Zitlama winning it. Zitlama's pass and outside. They work it outside in, down to central. He's trying to chase it, and they still get a chance at it that time. Jordan Martinez put a lot of pressure down to central. It went out wide, and the strike, I believe by Macis, went over the top of the net. As coming right at it was Bonin. And they're still going to get an opportunity here. It must have been touched by Bonin and deflected. Here is the corner kick. The far side corner kicking area, and then a strike over the top of the net, and they do not get a good quality chance at the net this time. So Bonin now will try and get it going here for his team in this 0-0 match. Got somewhere around 9-10 minutes gone here in the second half. Ball into central, and it's coming to the near side, and it is going to be a foul by this, as the central ref decides. And he pointed one way, now he decides to point in the direction for the Fire FC of Grand Junction, Colorado. Place of about 50,000 or more people. A lot of beautiful bike trails. Mountain biking, beautiful area. One of the best around in Colorado. That ball struck towards the midfield area in the central, and it winds up now on the foot of Kevin Escobar. Escobar drawing it back. Actually, that turns out to be Barrientos there on the wide side. Barrientos working into a teammate, but Andrew Sullivan is not allowing Peter Martinez to continue on with the soccer ball as he intercepted it and put it out of play. Andrew's very good at that. Knows where to go with the soccer ball. Great control of the soccer ball. And on the near side, that ball goes out of play in a 0-0 match as we work past the 12-minute mark or thereabouts. And if you add them up, 42 minutes thereabouts is gone in this match out of 60. And in the central on the soccer ball, Uritia, I should say. And that ball goes out of play. They get it in quickly. Try to keep their offensive prowess in this match going, but only in field positioning has it been. They haven't been able to get one in the back of the net, has Neusport Football Club here from the Vegas area. And going up to central, going to be a call. See what the central ref decides. It looks like it's going to work against NFC Green 92. As going down was Jose Zavala. And so now it's a free kick. Setting it up is Alex Barrientos. Barrientos with a golden opportunity here in the second half for his team to get a good shot at the net. As we work about halfway through the second half, Barrientos bends the ball, and it is struck outside by the defenders of the 18-yard box, and they still have it, and they're able to push it upfield, looking for somebody to run onto it and chasing it down with Jordan Martinez, and he couldn't get to it. It goes out of play. Coming in now is numerous amount of players for the Fire FC in the Grand Junction, Colorado area. And we will mention them as they touch that soccer ball in this 0-0 match. Hope you're enjoying all the action here in the second half as we're at the 46th minute of the match or thereabouts. And now chasing it down is Max Patterson. Patterson getting it out wide. And that ball routed out of play in the far side touchline. Coming in now for NFC Green 92 is Luis Salmeron. So Salmeron is going to come back in. Try and see if they can get some offense going. Salmeron going to come towards the soccer ball. And touching it quickly there was Jaramillo. Didn't get back to Salmeron. And now in the central after the touch by Zacharias as they work out wide. The passing game has been very good for NFC Green 92. Just haven't got anything in the back of the net as Fire FC has been very good in this match, not allowing them to do just that. And they've had some chances themselves, but they just haven't been able to cash in on them. In the defensive half in this 0-0 match for NFC Green 92. Across the midfield area, stole it away. The black and white want to try to continue in the attacking third. Chasing it down is Zacharias in the deep third. Off the deflection, Zacharias trying to get to it, but he did not. Van Ackeren. Mitchell Van Ackeren, and a shot up high and getting to it. Nicely done was Aaron Lopez, but he's going to give up a corner kick. So Van Ackeren, a nice run down that right flank. And so now here is the corner kick. The left-footed bending ball. Can't get a header onto it. Now they have a strike. And another strike, and that one wasn't much of a problem for Aaron Lopez as Alan Flores was falling down when he struck the soccer ball. As they retreat back, a header upfield, but winning it in FC Green 92. Here's the 18-yard box and a save. Hill Bonnen going up high. Is coming right at him was Zacharias trying to deflect the ball in the back of the net. But not to be as it goes across midfield, and we're still 0-0. Goes across midfield and then out of play on the near side touchline. Looks like Lex Freeman is going to come back in when he gets a chance. He's standing there for NFC Green 92. But you see there Connor Zanoni just across midfield. He's going to go to Sullivan. Sullivan now, the defender, is going to get a service into the 18-yard box. But they got a good backline defense that was able to head that ball up with Mitchell Van Ackeren. And a foul, though, in the process, and it's going to be a yellow card. Yellow card going against NFC Green, and it's going to be a free kick as Zacharias went down. And so the big free kick here for NFC Green 92. You're watching a video by LangevitProductions.com on the web. I'm Greg G.K. Porter, along with Dan the Man on the camera, enjoying this match as we work toward the 50th minute of this match. Luis Salmeron for NFC Green 92. Salmeron works it out wide. He was looking for a teammate along that back post to try and strike that ball in the back of the net, but it did not work out as the ball sailed on Salmeron. And so they miss a golden opportunity here. Lex Freeman into the match now for NFC Green. After the try, the goal kick up forward, but winning it now is Jaramillo, and he drops it to Zitlama. Zitlama's pass, working it forward to Jordan Martinez. He wanted to drop it back. Actually, it was stolen away and pushed all the way back, and so throwing it in was Sullivan, as you saw there. The ball up forward now, and they've got to run inside the exterior of the box, trying to put it in the back of the net, and it just went awry over the top of the net and hitting the back part of the net. Or was it deflected? They must have been deflected on a play, and it's going to be a corner kick. So, corner kick.
Matt, watch that ball down the line.
And here's the try by Carlos Jaramillo. Lex Freeman, the header. Jaramillo strikes it into the box. He's got a teammate in dangerous area, knocked away. And they still have it. Outside of the box, another strike, and it goes past the goal line. Nice play coming down, and Jaramillo had a teammate in space, but he just couldn't quite put it in the back of the net as a save by Hilbonen. And here is Jaramillo again to keep the offensive attack going for NFC Green 92. The short kick, the service, the header, and a save by Bonnet. How did he save the soccer ball that time? He reached out with his right hand to keep it from going into the back of the net. They nearly beat him on a play, but he found the range to be able to get to the soccer ball. Beautiful play by the keeper, Bonnet. The strike. Down to Central, they go out wide. The passing game and the service outside of the 18-yard box was beautiful, but they just couldn't quite beat Bonnet again, as he's played well in this match. And they get a defender to steal the soccer ball. Zitlama's pass. And there was way too many players there for Fire FC, but it goes up the field and they win it back. They go out wide, trying to get that ball to Junior Valdez, and Valdez didn't quite get to it as a defender for Fire FC was able to push it out of play. As they throw it in, the turn and the strike is intercepted. Can't get past the wall as a through ball. And going back the other way, and a long ball all the way down, but too much pace on it as Aaron Lopez gets to it. In the Central now, here's Fire FC winning it again, but they give it away to Zacharias. Zacharias trying to get the counter going quickly, as chasing it down is Jaramillo on the near side. And that is a dangerous play, as Jaramillo knocking Allard down as he was trying to bring that soccer ball up the field, and he gets a yellow card.
Push off. Hey, Mitchell. Max.
Free kick now. Jack Allard will take it
Just get the ball out right now.
for the visitors from Grand Junction, Colorado.
Go to the middle. He's standing there taking the kick. You get to the middle.
Allard gets a lot of air on a soccer ball. The header to the Central, trying to get another strike onto it, cannot, as they have played well in the Central. And in the midfield, pushing the ball all the way up towards Lex Freeman on the long ball, but Freeman didn't get to it. In the deep back, they collect it, push it upfield, but they give it away. Giving it away to Pablo Hernandez, but Pablo Hernandez's pass went too far, and Van Ackeren were able to get to it. Going up forward, the touch by Zacharias. To the Central, Fire FC winning the soccer ball. Time running out in this match. Who will put one in the back of the net? Will it be Fire FC, or will it be Neusport Football Club Green 92? As neither team has been able to do so far in this match. Throwing it in for Fire FC in the attacking third. Cervantes got a teammate to push it to the Central, but there's players there for NFC Green 92, and one of them is Jaramillo. It pushes the ball up forward to the wide side as they continue on their counterattack, and they try to go to the Central, and Nobody there. Here's Sullivan in the deep back. Has to collect it. Does so. But his teammate can't get to it. And he gave it away to Flores. Flores dropping it back. And then the return pass is knocked out of play by a defender into space for NFC Green 92. So they'll have a chance to throw it in the attacking third. Barrientos will throw it in. For Fire FC, gets it over to Shellhorn. Shellhorn's pass up forward to Escobar. Escobar goes out wide, and now the pass intercepted by Zanoni. They couldn't get another connection on it. The header goes backwards, but it was out of play. Going to be a throw-in, and one of the Fire FC players, as he was trying to keep that ball in, went down hard on his back. Didn't see who that was. But that was a pretty big spill back on the tailbone. I'm going to feel that one the rest of the day, fortunately. Jack Allard now with a free kick. As there was a foul on the play, and Allard driving it, a good drive, but he drove it a little too far. And it goes past the goal line. He was looking for somebody to make a move on the back post, but that ball sailed on him. And so they're going to give it up to a goal kick, and another chance for NFC Green 92. Up to Central after the header. They can't win it. Fire FC on the move, on the wide side. Trying to stay after it is Cervantes. And now he has it. Cervantes right towards the keeper, but it went too far. Sullivan able to push it forward, and then the intercept was a strike right at Lopez, but Lopez able to handle that one. Not too difficult that time. May have been better served to bring it down, have somebody try to run onto it, but it didn't work out. And a whistle on the back of the NFC player. And so as they get it started quickly to Sullivan. Sullivan along the right flank of the offensive attack. Going up forward to Salmeron, and Salmeron couldn't do anything with it as he gave it away, but Sullivan pitches in. He comes up from the back to help out. Gets it over to his teammate, Martinez. Martinez kind of go out wide to Salmeron, and Salmeron pushes it past the goal line. But was it touched lastly by Fire FC? It was. And so it is going to be a corner kick. So corner kick, Neusport Football Club. The in-swinger is intercepted. Pushed all the way back up the field. Here's Zacharias with time and space. Diego Zacharias' chip. He's got a player there. Is he onside? He's not. Connor Zanoni tried to make the best out of that play, but he was offside. And as you saw, Hill Bonnet knew it immediately. But sometimes it doesn't work out where you get the call. And if Zanoni would have got the benefit of the doubt, he would have had a golden opportunity to take the lead for his team. And after the goal kick, it's intercepted, and they go right back at Bonin, and Bonin was able to make the save. It might have been better served to hold on to the soccer ball a little bit and get it to somebody running towards that 18-yard box. Didn't work out that way. Central Rep sets play on. Here's Fire FC on the move, as with it is Flores. Flores gets it to a teammate, and then he's dispossessed quickly up the field. And it is knocked out, though. Protecting into space. The throw in on the far side touchline by Salmeron, and now they throw it in again after it was knocked back out. Here's a quick strike by Flores. Flores looking for his teammate, Corey Rhodes, and it was dispossessed and sent all the way down on a long ball. But nobody for NFC Green is going to be able to get to the soccer ball. Just moments left in this soccer match. 0-0 is the score. In the Central, here is Freeman. Freeman over to his teammate, David Lopez, outside of the 18. Back to Freeman, his strike. Trying to get it that time to Jaramillo, the header. And the 50-50 ball winds up on the foot of Fire FC. And there is the double whistle. That is the end of the match. 0-0 is your score. Both teams playing well in this match. We hope you've enjoyed all of the action. And we hope to see you next time. Neusport Football Club 92 and a Grand Junction Fire 0-0. I'm Greg, GK Porter for LandsmanProductions.com. As you see, both teams going to congratulate each other for the effort that they put in this match. Both teams had opportunities but could not cash in. Saying take care of yourself and God bless. And as always, save this match on your hard drive. Bye now.
Hello, my name is Andrew Sullivan. I'm a defender for Neusport, 92 Green, and here are my teammates.
My name is Francisco, I'm a midfielder. My name is Jordan Martinez, and I'm a right mid. My name is Cesar Landon, number 4, and I'm a left defender.
My name is Aaron Lopez, goalkeeper for Neusport, 92. So, what do you guys think about the tournament, like our results so far?
We haven't scored so many goals, so we need to shoot more, I guess. Well, I think, we put a lot of effort into every game. It's just that we didn't put them in the net, and that's what cost us the tournament.
I think that we possessed the ball good and everything. We dominated most of the games, but the team that scores most goals, wins. So that's what we like, goals.
It's just different not having our official coach here. We're hearing different voices. Our other coaches hard on us. And we have players always coming in. Our team's messed up at points, but we always get it together at the end. I think we have a great team. We could have done some damage, I think, in this tournament, but like they were saying, we're missing players. We're missing our head coach, which is important to us because he knows our team and he guides us. But I think next tournament we'll have a better result.